Howdy y'all, I'm Austin. I'm a product assistant here at Lectric eBikes. Today we're going to teach you how to replace a suspension fork on your XP 3.0. But first we're going to need a few things. What you will need is a 4mm and 6mm Allen wrench. If you have an X Premium, you will also need a 5mm Allen key, a 10mm socket or box wrench, 15mm socket or box wrench, torque wrenches, and an optional bungee cord. We're going to start by removing the front wheel using our 15mm socket or box wrench. We like to use a bike stand to make this process much easier. Begin by loosening the front axle nuts. Get them loose enough to where the safety tabs can come out and turn. Like so. And the wheel will drop out. Next, you'll take your 4mm Allen and remove your fender stay bolts. One and two. Now we can take off the light and the top fender mount using the same 4mm Allen. Be sure to keep your hand underneath as the fender will want to drop. The fender is out. You can go ahead and unplug your light. Be sure to pull straight back and don't twist. Remove the brake bracket bolts. Make sure to remove the caliper and bracket as this will be transferred to the new fork. Next up, I'm going to remove these handlebars and use our electric bungee cord so they don't dangle. We're going to start by loosening the stem pinch bolts. Next step, fold the stem. And we'll take our 6mm Allen and loosen the compression cap. For the X Premium, you will need to use a 5mm Allen key. Make sure to keep your fork up as it will want to start to fall out. You will remove this bolt completely. At this point, you can remove the stem, headset top cap, your shims, remove the fork, make sure your bottom bearing and lower dust cover come off. We're ready for the next one. Reinstall your bottom dust cover and bottom bearing. We're ready to put the fork in the frame. Like so. Bring it back up. Reinstall your bearing shims and your headset top dust cover. Now we're ready for our stem. Reinstall your stem and your headset compression cap. Use your 6mm Allen and snug this bolt. For the X Premium, you will need to use a 5mm Allen key. We will use a torque wrench and tighten this to the recommended torque spec. There she is. Now we can reinstall our handlebars. Don't tighten these bolts as we will have to do an alignment once the wheel is installed. Next, we'll use our 5mm Allen and reinstall our brake bracket bolts. Snug these up. Be sure to use a torque wrench to tighten to the recommended torque spec. Good. Our next step is to reinstall the fender and the front light. Use your 4mm Allen to tighten the bolt. Once the bolt gets tighter, reposition your front light and tighten completely. At this time, you can go ahead and replug your front light. Be sure to connect the grooves and push, don't twist. Our next step is to reinstall the fender stay bolts. Use your 4mm Allen. Secure them. Do this on both sides. Our next step is to reinstall our front wheel. Reinstall your front wheel, put it in the dropouts, align the rotor, and replace your safety tabs. Do this on both sides. Take your 15mm socket or box wrench, retighten your axle nuts. Use a torque wrench and tighten your axle nuts to the recommended torque spec in your user's manual. Our next step is to bring bike off the stand, align the front wheel, and tighten our pinch bolts on our stem. I like to pinch the front wheel between my legs, loop down the handlebars, and position as necessary. We're straight. We're going to take our 5mm torque wrench and tighten to the recommended torque spec on your user's manual. Do this in a crisscross pattern. All right, you're ready to ride. If you have any questions, contact the Lectric customer service team, and we'll see you on the road. Have a good one.